Hello, childrens. Mr. Bruce here. Today's book, Green Eyes. Do you know anybody who has green eyes? Before we start, eyes watching, ears listening, voices quiet, body calm. Green Eyes, about a green-eyed cat. And the cat tells the story in his own words. And it goes like this. When I was very, very little, I lived in a big, wide box with 4 high walls and a soft blanket that was down on the bottom. When the sun was shining on my box, it was moved outside. The blue sky, it would be my ceiling because there was no top on it. I would look up, and that was where I lived. Every day, I tried to climb over the walls of my house. Sometimes my paws would almost reach the top. Sometimes, many times, I came stronger. Finally, I reached the top of the box and jumped down. Well, outside, the earth was soft and the grass was green. The flowers had many colors and the trees were very, very big. It's the first time he's seen outside except for the sky. I ran around and around the biggest tree. I was tired and happy, and then I climbed back into my box when I was done playing. I remember the first time I went outside my box and saw chickens. Some were white, some were red, some were gray, some had funny hats on, and they made the funniest sounds. Bop, 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 bop. I also remember the first time I saw dogs, first time I saw goats, first time I saw a cow. We all lived together on a farm. Sometimes I would sit and watch the farmer milking the cows, and I had a very special reason for sitting next to him. Can you guess why? Because after he unharnessed the horses and fed the pigs, he would give me a full bowl of warm milk. There are the pigs they fed. There are the horses. During the summer, I was outside most of the time. When it was too hot to play, I would lie down in the tall, cool grass. Once I heard someone say I looked like a little lion in the jungle. And he sat there, and look who was around him. Birds and butterflies. Soon, the days became cooler and the leaves turned red and brown, and they fell slowly to the ground. Sometimes I would choose one leaf and make believe it was a mouse. I would quietly sit and wait for the wind to blow it. Then I would chase it all around the big tree when the wind blew it. The days grew colder and colder until one day everything was white. It was fun to catch the snowflakes as they fell. It was too cold to play. My ears were cold, my paws were cold, my whiskers were covered with snow. But still I tried to lick the snowflakes when they came down. I was finally glad to lie down in my box. It was warm right next to the radiator, and outside it was cold. You could see the snow. Now it's springtime again, and I'm 1 year old. I'm not a kitten anymore. I am a cat, and I have a much bigger box. I still like to smell all the pretty flowers. And I like to look up at the big, big trees. And in the summer, I will play in the tall, cool grass like a lion. When autumn comes, I will watch the leaves once again fall to the ground. In the winter, I will sit by the window and watch the snowflakes falling gently, gently, gently from the sky. And when it gets too cold, I will curl up in my warm box and I will fall fast asleep. The end. Okay. Well, they didn't say the green-eyed cat's name, so that's one thing. You have to name the cat. But the second thing is, green eyes. I've seen green eyes and blue eyes and brown eyes and black eyes. I've seen hazel eyes and gray eyes. But there's some colors you never see. If you could have eyes any color, what would you pick your eyes to be? Okay? I'll see you tomorrow. Until then, be good to your folks and wash your hands. Bye-bye.